on Friday about all the bad luck he's had at this track, and now more of it. Second caution of the race. Heavy damage to the 9 car of Casey Kane. Came in 8th in the championship standings.
Casey Kane up on the top. Oh, Stewart just loses it. Loses it down in the bottom, and Casey Kane just gets collected.
Has nowhere to go.
On board with Casey Kane as he goes in turn 3, and he thinks he's good and safe, but Tony Stewart, the back end comes around, and up the racetrack he goes.
Oh, turn 2. Ryan Newman tried, and he finally dumped David Gilliland. Newman had hit him about 3 times before, and that was the charm out of turn 2.
But look who paid as big a price as Ryan Newman in the 39.
I'm not sure this fight's over with.
This went on for 3 straight laps. Newman trying to get by with the bumper, and Gilliland ended up.
What's the guy coming out of this 38 car? I think he might be a little ticked.
Would not be the least bit surprised.
He's trying to get out of his car. I know that.
Well, I know who I would be ticked at if I was in that 39 crew, and he's getting out of the race car, and he's going to go over and confront Mr. Newman.
Trouble back straight away.
Got a spin on that back.
Oh, no. Right into Schrader. Man, that was a lick. Boy, oh boy.
And Darrell, that was very strange to see a car come back up the back straightaway like that.
Man, Schrader's got that net down. Dale Jr. checked him out. He says he's okay.
Junior slowed almost to a stop there.
He was just checking Kenny out. I mean, you know, everybody, when you see a lick like that, it scares you. Just come up off there, usually hit the outside wall. Now he just lost it. Coming off, hits the inside wall back there, and the thing just flies back out in the racetrack. It's almost like it when he hit that inside wall, there's another white car back against the wall down there.
That was Kevin LePage, I believe, 37.
Dale Jarrett, God, Dale Jarrett misses a lot of wrecks. But this thing comes flying back out in the racetrack. You know, I believe that lick just kept knocked Dave's foot off the brake, and he couldn't get it.
Right now, Elliott in the
Crash. Turn 2.
Oh, and nowhere for Tony Stewart to go. And you see that nowhere for Denny Hamlin. They just keep wrecking over here. This is normal product of Dover Raceway.
The concrete canyon. You just get locked up there and can't do anything.
As you come up out of turn 2, the groove funnels, and one car gets sideways. There's nowhere to go.
But you wouldn't believe the amount of banking over there, Mike, that just leads you right to that inside wall, right where the 88 car is. Goes Elliott there in the 19 car. He comes down the hill, right in the front of David Gilliland.
Get another look at it, but I didn't see that David Gilliland did anything wrong. He was right on the bottom of the racetrack.
Oh my gosh.
Hamlin came flying in there.
Absolutely.
Bill Elliott in the 21.
You know, when you come under that, when you come out of turn 2 back there, Mike, under that bridge, down low, it's pretty hard for the spotters to see that point on the racetrack.
Caution, I think.
Trevor Bain down at turn 1. He spins and looks like Michael Annett and Michael Annett piles in, and Justin Allgaier to Trevor Bain's spin.
Mike, that was inevitable. I mean, those guys were just pounding on each other.
So there's the whole H. Scott team. 2 cars involved in that one. It looks like Bain has the worst of it. Watch the number 6 coming off turn 4 here.
Right back here, and looks like Trevor tries to move up.
Yeah, Michael
46, and that was there. Hits that inside wall hard, and
Annett gets tagged by his teammate Allgaier.
Allgaier was right on top of him and ran the back of the 46. It's just so hard, man, when you come off a corner 2 or 4, it's so hard to clear that guy on the outside, man. You're just never quite sure, and wasn't enough room.
Off on
on that steering wheel, trying to reel in Edwards. Whoa, off the wall, the two-car Bush, and his teammate comes across.
Oh, man, that was 2 for 1. Both Penske cars taking out that one. A melee.
Jimmy Johnson also gets tagged, the reigning series champion. Jeff Green, the 66 cars in it. J.J. Yaley.
Something broke on the car, man. It shot straight into the fence.
That's Dover's version of the big one right there.
Oh, look at Martin Truex. He had a great shot to have a good top 5 today. Comes to an end.
Johnson got some damage.
We'll show you what happened here in a moment. Going to watch the two-car on the left side of your screen up off the wall.
Looks like he had a flat tire or something. He had something broke or a flat tire.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if the tire was flat in or if he just got up so high out of the groove and the car wouldn't turn. He got up in it again. I mean, only Kurt would know. But, boy, when he hit that wall, bounced across, it just really took out everybody.
66, Jeff Green, Casey Kane. There's the 18 car again from high above. Watch the contact there. Newman goes up down and gets the inside wall. Kane has nowhere to go. Right in front of him is the 2 car. The 5 car, Kyle Busch bouncing off a couple.
It's like Tony Stewart just avoids these guys. I think he got a little bit of contact, maybe some damage.
Big pile up back straight away.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like 10 cars in it.
There's Tony Stewart. Montoya, the 42. There's so much carnage, I can't tell who all is in it.
Both the BK cars. There's Landon Castle. You
Scott
just saw
Speed
Travis
and,
Quapple, Scott Speed, the 79.
Smokes car.
Tony Stewart did not have a great qualifying run. Restarted toward the back. Montoya's in it.
Oh, they make contact right there, and that's a no-no. Jeff Hammond just standing over there in that very spot, saying, you know, you got to really watch turn 2. It's treacherous. By golly, he was right.
Reagan gets by. Regan Smith spinning. Montoya down into the wall with Gilliland. And now watch this next group coming in. Here's where it starts. Remember, Jeff said these banks are self-cleaning. Everything slides to the bottom. But somebody turned Michael McDowell, and there's another pile of cars in it.
We talked about it before the race. Things just happen so fast here at this 1 mile racetrack.
Whoa, got trouble getting into 3, guys.
Joey Logano.
Big crash.
Oh, he's all tagged down.
Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4.
No.
The car will come back to rest on all 4 tires. Heavy crash here on lap 32.
See Robbie Gordon, Martin Truex, Reed Sorensen involved in this.
I looked up, saw the 20 car on the apron getting into the corner. See the crew here, they're trying to see the replay.
Now the window net is down. That's the drivers are told in the drivers meeting that if you are awake and alert, put that window net down so we know, the safety crews will know. There's the window net down on Robbie Gordon's car.
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like was one of them got on the brakes and kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got caught up in it. Let's drive along with Tony Stewart here. See it develop right in front of him. He actually got into the back of the 20 as he checked up.